EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Minneapolis. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. To the left side here, caught by Addison. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Man in motion, heading left. Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He's got a receiver, it's Addison. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Up the middle, here's Jones. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's second and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second and 7. A give now, it's Jones on the zone read. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Right to the air, here's Goff. Pass completed is St. Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 2nd down, Goff. Into the hands of Brock Wright. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Whoa! And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. One more time for Montgomery. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage. Across the 50 to the 48.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. The Vikings offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. The Vikings offense going to take over now for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A run up the gut with Montgomery. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here's Powell to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Play fake to Jones. Now Darnold. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it first and goal inside the 5. Now it looks like Dan Campbell will go ahead and throw the red challenge flag here.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. To throw is Darnold. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Here's Darnold again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And he will power his way into the end zone. Sam Darnold, touchdown Minnesota. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. To return, it's Khalil Dorsey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action. Goff. Working the sideline. That's St. Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
When you throw on the Detroit Lions tape, Mike, I mean, of course, we all know who Amon-Ra St. Brown is. But the best thing about his game is there's really nothing he doesn't do at a high level. Make difficult catches. Move the chains. But he's also that big play elite receiver that everybody's looking for. Top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns a season ago. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd down and 3. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
A carry here for Montgomery. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. Throwing on second down, Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Lions first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
A second down throw for Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Now, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he will score. Rock Wright. Touchdown, Lions.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. First and 10. Darnold to the air once more. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Darnold to throw again. That one complete to Sherfield. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw again is Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. To return it, it's Dorsey. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It is a 6-point difference at the break. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Williams in motion. On first down, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
To throw is Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And this will be incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here's the Lions punt team now. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Darnold to throw on second down. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
In motion, it's Jefferson. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Montgomery. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Howell now to bring it back. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play fake to Jones. Now Darnold. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They run straight ahead with Jones. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here comes the screen to Jones. He's across midfield. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off. And he picks up a big gain and converts the first down.
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Now Jones. Not much there. Maybe a yard. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll run. He'll power it. Push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. To return it, it's Dorsey. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run here. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll stick to the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
This one caught by Patrick. Second and 6 coming up. From the gun, it's Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. On the handoff, Jones. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They run it once more with Jones. Jones, 1st down and more. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. This is Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.